Hidden amongst the sky-piercing red sandstone of the Garden of the Gods in Colorado Springs, Colorado, is a hidden castle called Glen Eyrie. Glen Eyrie is an English Tudor-style castle built in 1871 by General William Palmer, who happens to be the founder of the beautiful city of Colorado Springs. Come along with us as we give you a tour of the castle and its grounds hidden between the rocks of the Garden of the Gods. All across this land are beautiful sights to behold, history to uncover, and places to explore. Colorado Martini has been lucky enough to travel across the countryside to see some of these wondrous sights. This is Colorado Martini on the road. Many come to Colorado Springs to see the spectacular red rock formations of the Garden of the Gods. But they are so focused on the visitor center and the roads between the rocks that they miss this hidden gem. So our trip here at Glen Eyrie has just been wonderful. The grounds are beautiful. I mean, you just can go outside and see bighorn sheep. I mean, really? Yesterday we were taking pictures of bighorn sheep, and right next to them was a ton of deer, wild turkey. I mean, really? This is just an amazing place. The 7-acre property is surrounded by the same formation as the Garden of the Gods and has several structures on the property which contain 95 lodging rooms. To see the property, you can stay the night, come for an event, attend one of their historical teas, or take a tour. The property is now owned by the Navigators, which is a worldwide Christian parachurch organization that is headquartered at Glen Eyrie. The property offers daily public castle tours. The tours are approximately 90 minutes long and include a brief video, a guided walking tour through the carriage house, along with the first and second floors of the Glen Eyrie Castle. You will be entertained by stories of the Palmer family, the estate, the architecture, and much more. The tours do require walking and being able to navigate stairs. We not only toured the grounds and castle, but we stayed the night in the castle. It was one of the most relaxing and memorable stays we have had in a long time. Palmer was a railroad baron during the Railroad Wars. He was afraid that his daughters would be kidnapped from school. So he built a small schoolhouse on the property for his daughters to be schooled privately. It is not the original structure. This is a replica. The original structure, as you can see, it's right next to the river, was taken out in a flood. So for your older people, there really is a Prince Albert in a can.
Love you!
When we were kids, we used to make prank phone calls, and you would call a grocery store and go, "Do you have Prince Albert in a can?" And they would say no or yes, and we would say, "Then you better let him out."
Prince Albert was a cool dude, man. He didn't deserve to be in a can.
Comment down below if you used to do that, if you used to make prank phone calls like that, because I think everybody used to across America.
Pig's feet.
That's when the dinosaurs roamed. So they've got these great game areas where you can just sit and read and play Monopoly. It's very relaxing. It's like a silver set.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, let's see if we got the spoon.
No, those are just ornamental. I think
Yeah.
napkins go in there.
Oh, okay. So this was originally installed in 1905, shortly after the castle was built. And then it was restored in 2014. Okay, so he had this innovative fire suppression system put in.
Yeah, it's fire hydrants and hoses all around the house.
That's pretty cool. Hold on, let's take a closer look at this. So we've got
Reservoirs to hold the water.
So he's got there's tons of hose in here, quite a bit.
In case you got to pull it all the way across the room to put out a fire.
Wow,
Don't be pulling my hose.
those are some old pipes that are down there. That's pretty cool.
If it was Tony Soprano's house, it'd be AK-47.
The AK-47, is Tony's house. Very cool. So then how do you reset it? Do you go like this, or?
There's got to be some kind of master reset.
There's got to be a master reset. Like this?
I don't know. If the alarm starts going off, we'll know you hit something.
I doubt if there's servants waiting for us.
Damn it, man.
Damn it, man. I want my money back. And look at this architecture. It's just amazing. So, Palmer used to have the fireplaces piped, the smoke piped out of the castle, and then to a chimney. See the chimney? This is really far from the castle, so it wouldn't make the valley smoky, and it would come out of that smoke chimney, and the castle's way, it's down the ways over here. Oh, this is cool.
This one has a detached bathroom.
Well, this was Palmer's room. This was his room. Palmer's room. His bathroom. It's got the original fixtures. I love the seating area. Very cool. So let this go into a meeting room. What's this? Oh, that goes over to Queen's parlor. It's over to Queen's parlor. Over to her parlor. That door over there. From his room.
For that midnight booty call. Kings and queens and guillotines.
These staircases are magnificent.
That's awesome.
These views out the window are just magnificent. There's like screens on a lot of them though, so it's hard to see, but they're just magnificent. And look at this. You can't beat that view.
They say that suit of armor is 500 years old.
Yeah, they went,
I bet it'll fit.
yeah, right. He and his daughters went all over Europe to get pieces for this house, and that's one of them, the suit of armor. It's 500 years old.
About the right size, right?
They're obviously a lot smaller in those days. And fitter.
Hey, watch it. I'll take this punk out.
Same with this fireplace. That was brought over from Europe. It's very old.
Very old.
Very old.
It's very old.
Yes.
This one's been converted to gas, which is quite nice. Toast.
You can have tea here. And you can sit outside here and have a nice lunch. Isn't that gorgeous?
You can go out that way if you want.
I wonder. So this was his den. They have these marvelous Christmas dinners here that's like going to court with Henry VIII. And they have like the king and queen sits up there and they come in with these big platters of food and it's supposed to be just magnificent. They have them around Christmas time. So one thing about staying here is checkout's at 10. And the reason it's at 10 is because they have tours. And so these rooms are on the tour. So just keep that in mind when you're planning your trip here.
Hey, who cares though? We got mosquito nets on the bed. I mean, is this cool or what? But they didn't get one on the top, so I guess these are curtains. What goes on behind the magic curtains, baby? Magic.
Magic. I don't know. Dining room where you can come and have dinner, but they're not open yet, not even set up yet. We'll have to come back.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. So this is the music room where you can come and have tea. It's a beautiful room. There's fireplaces everywhere, but a lot of them have been decommissioned. A beautiful chandelier. My favorite part of this room, I mean, look at that view. Is my favorite part. And the picture of the eldest daughter, which is in the museum here in Colorado Springs. That's a replica. So we're in the men's room.
First time in the men's room?
Yeah, first time in the men's room.
Liar.
In the men's room on the first floor, right by the St. James room. And the staff pointed this out to us. This is a totally cool shower that Palmer had installed. Demonstrate for us, Mr. Martini. So it like sprays. Oh my God, really? We so didn't need to see that. So let's take a closer look to that. Especially not what Mr. Martini was doing, but it says spray, spray.
What this does. That would normally soak you.
Oh my God, look at this thing. This thing's amazing. So it was like it would, what would this thing be?
Get a shot at the label here.
What does it say?
I don't know, that's why I asked you to get a shot of it.
It's like the maker.
I know, that's why I asked you to get a shot of it. Wolf.
Oh. So we got cold, hot, spray, spray. I want to know what the tank's all about. I guess it sits in the tank to spray you, spray. So there's a head here, a head here.
I think it's to build pressure because every one of these rails has water running through it.
And then there's also a thing that comes on the bottom here. See the drain thing?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this thing is just, that was before its time, wasn't it? So you can see the property's pretty big. So let's see, the castle's there. Here's the creek that goes down, but it has like all these cottages back in here, an amphitheater. This is the gatehouse is here. I mean, it's a big piece of property. There's trailheads all through the property. So this is the creamery, and he had this built for his youngest daughter. She had tuberculosis, and in those days it was thought that milk helped cure or help TB. In those days he used to call it consumption. So this is one of the first buildings that pasteurized milk here on the West Coast. And he actually contacted Louis Pasteur to learn how to pasteurize milk. So this is Queens Canyon, and you can see the fire scar up here when the Waldo fire almost came into this property. But it took all the vegetation away, so they've been having they were already having problems with flash floods. And now they're really having problems with it because all the vegetation's gone. So they've built this wire on Camp Creek to catch any of the boulders that come down.
Don't kid yourself, that's a net.
That is a net.
Steel net of doom.
You used to be able to hike back in there. Queen Palmer was named after her. And it's a beautiful canyon, but yeah, all the pine trees are gone and everything.
I've seen a lot of flash floods, and I don't think that net stands a chance.
I don't know. That's pretty heavy duty.
Yeah.
So even down below, it's even more heavy duty down on the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It looks like you guys made a friend.
She keeps following us.
I know, we've been watching. Maybe you should take her home for the holidays.
She's just talking away.
Thanksgiving and everything.
Yeah, she's looking pretty juicy over here.
That's funny. You guys have a nice day.
You too.
Female right there. Mm-hmm. Man, he's got big old balls.
And now we've got all these turkeys. Oh my God, there's like tons of them. You just keep coming and coming.
Can I avoid the rush and pick out my Thanksgiving bird now?
These two, they're just like running towards us. What are they running for? Hello, guys. Where are you all off to? I mean, look at this. We got turkey. Deer just runs by for no reason at all. Oh my God, that was funny. I mean, look at that. You can even see it in the side view mirror. You can see the deer.
Any of you guys want to come home for the holidays?
This is like going on a safari, a wildlife safari in the Rockies. Very fun. You know, what's really sad is that there was a period of time where the castle was in disrepair and nobody was living here. And people from all over would come and basically take the Palmer's stuff. And so when the navigators got here, there wasn't, you know, they had to put out ads to see if they could get some of those things back so they could bring the castle back to the way it was when the Palmers owned it. And so everything from china to, you know, little figurines, things like that.
Even Mr. Palmer's bed.
Even Mr. Palmer's bed. Exactly. So I think that I've enjoyed the wildlife more than I've enjoyed the castle.
We did have a good time, didn't we?
Yeah, that's like the castle was awesome, but the wildlife, I mean, I love how you're sitting there and you're taking pictures of deer and turkey run by, and then all of a sudden bighorn sheep run by. I mean, it's pretty awesome.
The deer.
Hello, play. Our stay here at the castle has just been wonderful. The grounds are just absolutely beautiful here. The wildlife is just amazing. I highly recommend that you at least come here and take a tour just so you can see the grounds. And if you come here at the end of fall, beginning of winter, you're going to see the bighorn sheep with their big horns on and bashing them together. Make sure to catch all our videos on the beautiful state of Colorado.